What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez 405. We are back. It's on the Warpath, y'all. It's Warpath Wednesday. We've been going for once, twice, three, and I don't care what Lionel Richie says, but 4 times a lady. We've been gone for 4 weeks, and that's nobody's fault but my own. Had a lot of personal stuff going on, but everything's good. Everything's good. It wasn't bad personal stuff. It was good personal stuff. But even better than the personal stuff that was going on, how about them skins? Mr. Amir is with us as always. And, brother, we've been talking about it. We've been texting back and forth. This defense, I don't even think if this defense is the ultimate bowel movement for opposing offenses. They basically is. I mean, the boys up front, Matt Ioannidis, he comes out, just violently destroys anybody. He did that to E. coli Manning last week. He, as Fred Smoot would say, E. coli Manning, and he caught the itis twice and a half.
Oh, he got the itis twice, all right.
He sure did.
2.5 times, I think.
Yeah, and of course. The Alabama boys, Deron Payne got in there. Ryan Kerrigan got in there a couple of times, but he's not Alabama. And then John Allen got in on the fun towards the end of the game. And I'm excited to see this defense. DJ Swearinger, he doesn't wear the C, but he should be wearing the C on defense. Does he wear the C on defense?
No. Yeah, he's the defensive captain.
He is, okay. I thought it was Mason Foster that was wearing that, but
they both did.
But I mean, Swearinger, he looks like a lot of
because I think like
say that again. But like he was saying, we're talking about DJ Swearinger, and he has. There he is.
Foster plays special team.
I thought it was DeShazer Everett, Mason Foster, and Alex Smith. Am I have to somebody check me on that, but nonetheless, this defense, I mean, from top to bottom, with the only liability being probably Monte Nicholson, who Amir drafted 2 years ago, last year. Rumors are
that's right.
Yeah, and rumors is he might be hurt, and that's why they made the trade for Clinton Dix, boys. One of the stunning trades. I looked at it. I looked at it on my watch as I got here, and I had to double take it because it said, Clinton Dix had been traded to the Redskins. I was like, bro, like, really? Like, you got to be kidding me. I cannot believe that a talent of his measure and Pro Football Focus ranked him just below DJ Swearinger. So they're 1 and 2 on their stats. NBA holds that. The NBC holds that a lot more than anybody else. But, I mean, that's a point to be said. This guy is very effective. He hasn't had a lot of help in Green Bay, and then it leads credence to believe that is Green Bay kind of fire selling for the season. They already got rid of Ty Montgomery, and then they traded away last year of his contract. So it's kind of like baseball in a way. The Redskins are kind of getting a player on loan pretty much.
Pretty much. They do have about $20 million in cap space for next year, even with this trade. So next year with the rollover, they'll have about $20 million in cap space. That's before if they decide to cut ways with Josh Norman, which I think might happen. I think Greg Stroman's been, if he proves to fix his mistakes, if you've noticed that in games.
Yeah. After he gets beat up, yeah. I mean, you talk about Greg Stroman.
And then later on in the game, he was able to catch back up with Sterling Shepard before Shepard was able to make the catch, and he was able to knock the ball out, causing an incompletion. So he learned from his mistakes, which is that Virginia Tech aptitude, I would say.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think he learned from his mistakes. He got beat. It's like letting the dog out, and then you finally catch the door. You still let the dog get past you, but you just shut the door this time. So I really don't. I'm not sold on Greg Stroman. Just he is a rookie. He's originally from my area, so I do have a little partiality to him. I will be a little tough on him though. I think he's been harassed, and he's probably been bullied worse than Donald Trump has. But and that's another, or Kanye West. We'll say Kanye West in that respect. Shout out to Pat Paris Holland. What's up, man? Yeah, we're back, buddy. But hopefully we get Dunbar back. They said it was this story just doesn't add up to me. They said that it was a nerve issue, and now they're saying it was his hamstring. To me, I don't know if they're trying to run tracks, because what the Redskins usually like to do is kind of circle the wagon, cover the tracks up when they F up. And I don't know if they F'd up or not, but I really, honestly don't know what to believe. Maybe we might see Dunbar. Definitely going to need Dunbar this week going up against the wide receivers that Atlanta possesses. But the Redskins defense played great against the Cowboys. That was a hell of a game. Dak Prescott looked like nothing. Zeke Elliott looked like nothing. I was excited. I was pumped. Amir, we're friends on Facebook, and I just acted like an unmitigated fool. It was a beautiful thing, finally, to see Dak Prescott turn the ball over with. That was a snap infraction. I don't care what anybody says. He did do something wrong. You can argue, beg to differ, whatever. Our buddy Cowboy X Factor, he might disagree with me, but I respectfully respect his opinion. But he would be wrong. And then against Carolina, and I'll tell you this, Amir, it comes in fives for the Redskins. Fifth time they play Cam Newton, they beat him.
That's right.
I think the fifth time they played Dak Prescott, they beat Dak Prescott. Do you know how many times that Matt Ryan has played against the Washington Redskins before this week? 4 times. This will be his 5th time.
This will be number 5th. Okay.
This will be his 5th. 5th! I plead the 5th! And I'm going to plead the 5th on the Dirty Birds. So they played him in 2009. They lost. They played him back in, let's see if I get this right, 2012. Then 2013, the end of that season. And then 2015. Yeah. Paris, why you seeing Facebook videos and everything like that, man? You need to add a brother on Facebook. We don't. Come on now. I'm not saying it's a trend, but for the Redskins this year, I think it is 5. 5 just seems to be the number. Got 5 wins so far this season. 5, 5, 5. Plead the 5th for the burgundy and gold. I like this defense. The defense is great. I've heard people compare it to the Baltimore Ravens. I'm like, whoa, killer, easy now, easy. Right. Don't put that pressure on. See, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This is what's wrong with us as a fan base. We drank that damn Kool-Aid too much. I'm not saying don't be optimistic, but don't be stupid also. Don't talk ignorance. It's like these people. I love DJ Swearinger. Does he play similar to 21? Yes, but is he 21? No. Don't start drawing those comparisons. Yeah, he modeled his game after Clinton, ha Clinton Dix. He's a Sean Taylor fan too. But don't fool yourself. That's like you people who probably out here that got a divorce and know you left a good person to go with trash. Don't compare him to that. Don't compare them to the ex-wife, the widow. Don't do that to your past spouse. Don't do that. Holler if you hear me. But you see where I'm getting at. I ain't trying to be gruesome at them, but I'm saying pump the damn brakes. We're in week 8. Calm down. I'm excited. Be happy. Be blissful. Drink. Be merry. Get drunk. Cuss out Cowboy fans. Punch out Giant fans. And kick Eagles fans. I don't care. But there's got to be a little bit of humbleness with it. We got to, because we still play Giants again at home. We still got to bring the turkey down to Arlington on Thanksgiving. And then we still have to play the Eagles, who just geared up with Golden Tate. So that's another backbreaker that they have. So just stick with us. Watch the games. Cheer. Be optimistic. It's okay. But let's not talk stupid. Don't be your drunk uncle at the cookout. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't need nobody creeping up on the 16-year-old girls. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I'm the other side of the ball. Y'all know, Amir, you know this. I'm a man. I'm not 40, almost 30, but I can admit when I'm wrong. And you know where I'm getting ready to go with this. You know exactly where I'm getting ready to go with this. So, to number 26, running that ball, boys and girls. I thought he had juiced out. They might have to. The NFL may test his ass afterward, but that's all right though. I was totally wrong about Adrian Peterson. This man has been a godsend for the burgundy and gold. And if you can't see that, there's something wrong with you. He's what I wish Josh Norman had turned out with on defense, who happened to get his first interception in like a season. Somebody came on this. Somebody said something on this program one time about interceptions not being important or something. I don't remember who, Amir. I don't remember who said that. But,
God.
Yeah. But anyway, the brother man has rushed for. I did the math. In all last season, he rushed for just north of 500 yards. He's almost there now in a short amount of time. So props to him. Props to this offensive line, because when they actually get a legitimate running back behind, that's what you forget. Them dirt bags up front, as Joe Bugle used to call them, those dirt bags up front, they get the job done. People don't realize that. They think it's all running back. Could it be the fact that we have a good offensive line, but an inept running back in Chocolate Factory, Rob Kelly? Possibly so. Possibly so. I'm just saying, but I'm not saying.
Rob Kelly. I mean, look what we had when I wish we had a young Alfred Morris again.
Yes, I do too. I wish we had the Butler, but you know how he's doing up in San Francisco right now, so
not too good. Yeah,
yeah, not too good. Oh, we'll get into that too. And speaking of former Redskin players, we'll get into that in a second. But hell, we might as well get into it now. Alex Smith has played. He leaves a lot to be desired. From that, it's like he really does. He leaves a lot to be desired. But y'all got to think about it this way: how many injuries have we had in the wide receiver position? Uncle Paul Richardson, he's been hurt. They had to go out to the county jail in Arizona and pick up Michael Floyd. Jamison Crowder looked like he plays at Duke. Very soft right now. Good to see Jordan Reed back. But a lot of these guys, the receivers haven't been there. Josh Doxson, surprisingly enough, is probably the most healthy person on the receiving core this year. I laugh at that, but
He was healthy last year. He started all 16 games last year.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Don't mean to be disrespectful to Josh, but his timing is a little off to say the least on getting balls and everything. But Alex Smith, I'll give Alex Smith a reprieve because he hasn't had everybody. He hasn't had all his weapons. Chris Thompson hasn't been there. I don't know what's wrong with Chris Thompson. Capri Bibb, he said his shoulder separated multiple times last week. And we don't know what his availability is. We don't know what Chris Thompson is because he messed up the other rib. So Alex hasn't had all these weapons, but they're still winning games. But damn it, I will tell you this right now. Out of anything, and I didn't like the Alex Smith move. I'm still not a big fan of it. But the one thing Alex Smith does better than number 8 ever did, I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
Not turn the ball over?
There you go. Ding, ding, ding. He does not turn the ball over. He does not. And now you go and you look at that team in the capital city in the state of Minnesota at that U.S. Bank Field. You go and look at it. I'm not trying to bash the dude, but he does not play. He still, and I didn't see it at first either. He stat packs. That's all it is to it. I mean, if you like seeing big numbers, and I love seeing big Madden-like numbers from my quarterback, I really do. But at the end of the day, you got to win ball games. And Alex Smith is doing enough with half of what he had in 2016 and still has won 5 games because he's only threw 2 interceptions.
That's right.
So for y'all that we still have this, either way, if we still on whatever side of this issue, we just got to get over it. He's gone. Y'all, I don't know how many of y'all listen to 106.7 The Fan. I'm probably about to get blocked by Chris Russell because I give that dude so much crap because he talks about Kirk Cousins I said his name, damn it. He talks about Kirk Cousins just as much as he talks about Alex Smith. Get the hell over it. Please, just get over it. He's gone now. Mm-hmm. He's gone.
And just to say to that, just to add on to that.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Not about Chris Russell, but what your point here is.
Yes.
Just because you have gaudy numbers, just because you are second in the league in passing as far as yards are considered, does not mean you are winning games.
Preach.
They are what? They're 4-3-1, I think,
yep.
Or 4-4-1, something like
that.
Something like that. And are in second place in their division. I think tied for second or possibly like that.
Yeah.
And Adam Thielen's playing out of his mind. But guess what? They still don't have a better record than we do.
You're a preach, boy. We ain't got no ties.
We
ain't got no ties. We ain't got no ties. I don't want no damn ties.
In our 2 losses.
Come on, preach, boy.
One of them, I'll say it, Indianapolis was a trap game.
Yes.
Trap.
That was the Giants game. Pretty much. That's what the Giants game should have been.
But and me and you both knew probably. Me too. We both knew that Saints game probably wasn't going to go in our favor.
No, absolutely not. They were fighting. The Redskins were fighting against history, and that you can't win against history. And that was the worst game the Redskins ever played against Drew Brees. Yeah, in the history of Drew Brees going up against them, that's the best game he's ever had.
And we've been historically known to usually hand Drew Brees an L.
Yeah.
Even the year they won the Super Bowl, it took
overtime.
Took overtime for them to beat us. In the year that we went 4-12.
Yep.
So
yeah, we usually send them L's like after every game. We say, "Here, hold this L." We said we smoking up L's on the barbecue, like Shannon Sharp would say. But
L's down there in New Orleans.
Yeah, taking them to New Orleans, them L's, y'all, down there on the bayou. Well, that's why they love LSU and Orgeron. So either way, in Cool Whip 52-10 said completely right. Alex Smith doesn't turn the ball over. They're winning games while he's learning, and his chemistry with the receivers will only get better. Half of Redskins nation. Come on, this is it right here. This is what I'm talking about. Half of Redskins nation would rather see a quarterback throw 350 in a loss. As dumb as that sounds, that is 110% true. Like that is, and I'm not saying Cool Whip is dumb. I'm saying that statement that they have to make that because that observation is 110% true. We got fans, and I love all our fans. Don't y'all know that we burn the gold, brethren, like Lou T said. But at the end of the day, it's the dumbest thing in the world to want to see somebody put up numbers and not win games.
That's right.
That's the most ignorant thing in the world.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. You good.
I believe Coach Gruden when he says that Alex Smith is close to a breakthrough here in the passing game. Now, there's no need to rely on the pass if the run is working.
Yes.
But also you need to keep the opponent's defense honest. So I think that he is probably close to a breakthrough here. I think when it comes down the stretch, we're fighting for a playoff spot. I think there'll be a couple games where we can rely on Alex Smith to win us a game. I have no doubt about that. The Redskins do have the easiest strength of schedule remaining.
Don't tell me that shit. Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to hear it. Don't say it. Erase it from your mind.
I'm just saying. Hey, well, let me finish. I'm just saying that doesn't mean anything.
Strike that from the record. Jury, you didn't hear anything he said. Oh, good. I wish they said we had the hardest schedule.
And we play the Falcons this Sunday, as you said. It's going to be a good game. You know, we have a top 5 defense. Matt Ryan. Again, that's another thing. It just goes to show you how many years did the Falcons miss the playoffs, even though Matt Ryan still lit the field up.
Preach.
Same thing with Drew Brees. Drew Brees throws for 5,000 yards every freaking year.
Well, 7-9 one time.
And
didn't make the playoffs or something like that. Something's crazy.
They missed the playoffs, I think, in 14. They missed it in. No, they went in 14. They missed it in 15. They missed it in 16.
Mm-hmm.
They went last year, and I even think the Saints missed it in 12 and 13.
Not 13. They beat the Eagles in 13.
No, they went in 13. They missed 14. That's what I was thinking. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, goes to show you, just because you're throwing for 5,000 yards a year does not mean you're winning the games.
Yeah, go ahead. You're absolutely, you 110% correct.
Take it out of the shirt. Send us something right.
Yeah, you're right. No, you don't. We ain't make no shirts. It ain't in the budget. But anyway, shout out to B Militant is with us. HTTR. That's right, buddy. That's right, man.
What's up, B?
What's up, dog? Paul Bright. Hey, y'all. And then probably my best comment, my second favorite comment is AP ain't on the steroids. Chill from Redskins for life. I don't know. They might have to test that brother. They really do. Just so I feel comfortable knowing that he is on them. But anyway, going up against the Atlanta Falcons, I think this is a game this game scares me because I said this. And it's the dumbest thing I feel like I've said, but I know a guy where I used to work at. He would deliver. He was the food truck driver, and he's a Falcons fan. I said, you know what? I said, y'all are probably the best 1-3 team out there.
Mm-hmm.
Even with their injuries, they can run the ball. And I don't think they have Devontae Freeman, so they're going to depend on Julio, Ridley, and Muhammad Sanu to go out there and win them a ball game. Defensive wise, they really, I mean, they've got Vic Beasley, like I said, Keanu O'Neal, the safety. He was hurt after re-signing his contract and everything in the offseason. They got a couple of decent corners, but not really anything notable on defense, and that's where their struggles are: defense and running the ball. But they pass the ball just as well as anybody. So you have to get to Matt Ryan. You just have to get that pressure on there. Excuse me. The one thing the Redskins have been able to do, which they haven't been able to do in years, is rush 4 down linemen and get to the quarterback now. 3 down linemen to get to the quarterback. They don't necessarily have to blitz on every play to get to the quarterback.
That's right, which used to leave them wide open on the field.
And
now that you have upgrade, I do think Clinton-Dix is an upgrade over Monte Nicholson. Not disputing that. Not saying Monte was playing badly, but it's definitely an improvement.
He wasn't playing goodly either, so
it wasn't bad though. So you add in Clinton-Dix, and I'm sorry, I can't say his name without thinking of President Bill Clinton laughing at his own penis.
Clinton-Dix.
That's exactly it. Anyway.
Clinton-Dix.
Monty. Anyways, so adding HaHa to the mix is just going to improve us even further, take this defense even further beyond Goku, and
so it will be like instinct defense. Just respond.
No, that's like 85 Airs defense. That's ultra.
That's 2000 Ravens defense, probably.
Yeah,
we're probably like Super Saiyan.
We're probably Super Saiyan 2.
Super Saiyan or something.
I say we're probably Super Saiyan 2 right now.
Super Saiyan 2, really? 3. Yeah. How about 3? We don't have eyebrows now.
We'll go 3.
No eyebrows. Yeah.
And the way our defense has improved by staying healthy, by spending a good couple first-round picks on good defensive front talent, it's been great. And it's not even those two are the ones that are getting to the quarterback. It's the 5th rounder from 2016, the Ianitis, who I believe leads the team in sacks. I'm gonna bring that number up right now.
The itis sounds like something you get when you eat a rack of ribs.
Okay, Pro Football Reference. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, and you keep on talking about this while you look up that stat. This, I'm gonna tell you this right now, folks. That's what happens when you value draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happens. It's okay to give up one mid-round pick, but when you get first-round talent, you look at how Ryan Kerrigan, who's actually sacking on 3rd downs now, or getting to the ball.
I can't believe it.
I couldn't. I was like, MF and Ryan Kerrigan got a sack on 3rd down, or like he stripped the ball out of his hand, and Preston Smith, like somebody actually got it. So I mean, that's what draft. Preston Smith was a draft pick. That Ryan Kerrigan, that front line, they're all draft picks. We've had some undrafted. We had an undrafted pick who was a wide receiver at corner who's playing really well. You did have Monte Nicholson there. DJ Swearings is a free agent. The inside linebackers are free agents. But I'd say a good 60% of that defense is drafted.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. So the names I see that are drafted and I'll count undrafted players that we signed as rookies.
Uh-huh.
So Nicholson, Dunbar, Payne, Moreau, Ianitis, Allen, Preston Smith, Kerrigan, Josh Harvey-Clement, Stroman, Ryan Anderson.
The best fullback in the league.
That's right. I think Zach Vigil was an undrafted rookie.
Yeah. No, he played with a team. I think he played with Miami, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that's it on defense.
That's pretty much, and that's like half the defense.
Pretty much. So yes, going back to the sack numbers, Matthew Ioannidis does lead the team in sacks at 5.5. Ryan Kerrigan second with 4.5. Jonathan Allen is third with 4.
Nice. So right there. So it could have a lot of double-digit sackers on that defense. Knock on wood. Just hopefully they all stay healthy. I believe in this defense. I like watching it. I feel like for the first time, I think this defense is as good as the defense they had in Greg Williams' first year as a defensive coordinator. Congratulations on him getting a head coaching job. That's another stupid thing we might go into here in a second.
The fact that he has the interim head coaching job, or the fact that they're fired him now?
But yeah, either way. But yeah, Sean Taylor's first year, they had like great players, decent players on there. Fred Smoot, they had Sean Springs, Taylor was back there, Matt Bowen was the safety. You had, I think it was Lamar Marshall was the middle linebacker, and LeVar Arrington was still on the team though. But a lot of people don't realize he was hurt most of that season.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Marcus Washington. I don't remember who was on the other side. I know Marcus Washington came there, and then Cornelius Griffin.
Was that the Adam Archuleta year?
No, that was 06. Cornelius Griffin. They kind of added on. They still have Ronaldo win as a holdover from the Spurrier era. Philip Daniels, Joe Salavea. So they had a lot of decent guys on that 04 squad. God, I can't remember who that left side linebacker was. That weak side linebacker. That is okay. It's irrelevant anyway. No, it might have been Lamar Marshall. Who was that? And then he moved it. No, you know who it was? That's right. It was Lamar Marshall. And then Antonio Pierce was in the middle that year. That's right. Yeah. I forgot all about that. And that was his coming out party as a linebacker. And then he signed with the Giants, a jackass. But anyway. So, I mean, he had a squad. Williams had a squad on that team. I think the only thing was the offense was probably more abysmal than this, and that's why they were 6-10. But that defense was, they played with some of the best ones. They limited the eventual Super Bowl champion, NFC champions, Philadelphia Eagles, to 17 points at FedEx Field, and then they played really close with them in Philadelphia, like around Thanksgiving. That year, and they lost like 28-6, but I think it was just after the ineptitude just got through and the defense got wore down. But they've got the very striking similarities to that defense. I haven't seen the Redskins defense perform this well. This is the first time in the 3-4 generation that the Redskins defense has played this well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And what, +4 in the turnover margin, +4 or 5, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And then, Adrian Peterson, he fumbled the ball. Yeah, guys, we need to replace Adrian Peterson because he fumbled the ball once. But, man, if he fumbled that ball once and that defense did what they did, and then he comes out and how hard he ran after he fumbled the ball, he was like, he ran angry. Those last two drives.
He was holding himself accountable.
Yes, and that's what you need. Like that's what you need. You need somebody who gets that mad. Like he was like, I'm mad about this, and I'm gonna run. And he started hitting dudes.
Mm-hmm.
He started hitting dudes, and he was Brother Man was great. Like but Redskins, Falcons. Going back there, should be a fun one. I think the Redskins will. If Alex Smith needs a breakthrough game, it needs to be this week because you're going to need 30 points to beat this team. But we think that's a great move. What did you think about the Clinton Dix edition, Adrian Fernandez? I thought it was great, man. I thought it was a great pickup.
Mm-hmm.
I think it solidifies the hood of the defense.
I want to present a quick scenario to you.
Yes.
See what you think. I just want to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
So,
do I need to get where's the pipe? Where's the crack pipe at?
You don't need to get the crack
Where's
pipe.
the crack pipe at?
This isn't a mere crack pipe theory. Okay, this isn't even a theory at all. It's just a scenario. So
it's a pen. I'm not doing drugs on.
Okay, so both Preston Smith and Hogg and Clem Dix will be free agents next year. Preston Smith has been lacking in the last couple of years. He was not impressive at all last year.
Nope.
Yeah, he got that fumble return for the touchdown, but it was at the 2
That was Kerrigan.
That was all Kerrigan. It's awesomeness. But
he's a killer.
Okay. You have to choose between the two. As I said earlier, the Skins I would say, let's say if Clinton Dix does ball out, are you going to choose to re-sign Clinton Dix over Smith?
Clinton Dix.
Because most of that $20 million is going to go to Sheriff. Sheriff's contract. Sheriff's a free agent. Is 5th year option. 5th years next year. Yeah, we have exercised his 5th year option, but we're not going to pay him the 5th year option. We're going to sign him to an extension, so that way it reduces the cap hit and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Preston's been.
We may go corner in the first round, so that way we can get rid of Josh Norman's contract. Unless Josh Norman wants to restructure it.
He's too busy visiting Israel and stuff during the summer and doing Dancing with the Stars to do. It is what it is. I mean, got more power to him. He can do whatever he wants to on his time off. Yeah. Check down out. Like somebody's been listening to Shannon Sharp, Dantana Johnson. That's a game manager, no turnovers, and take up time on the field so the defense can stay rested. Absolutely. I agree with that.
I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah,
He's not making mistakes. Let's see here. What's his accuracy right now? I'm going to look up.
He's not as bad. I think it's going to be lower than what you expect.
It's a 63.2% completion percentage.
Oh, really?
He's 144 of 228. 8 touchdowns to 2 picks.
Huh. Okay. I like that.
So he may not reach 20 passing touchdowns this season. He may not. Mm-hmm. But I mean, he may have that game where he just goes off and throws for 4 touchdowns. We don't know. It may happen. Probably won't.
In a mirror. Yep. In a mirror. Adrian Fernandez told me to shut up pretty much. It says, no need for corner. Stroman is looking solid. I know some blown plays, but it's expected of a rookie. I like Stroman. I like Stroman too. I just wish.
I like Stroman too.
I just wish he wouldn't get blown up like Pearl Harbor sometimes. But
But yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie. I mean, it's just it is what it is. But yeah, going around the NFL, it said we were going to get into that for a second. With the stupidity move of the century, the Cleveland Browns on Monday did something very Cleveland Brown-esque and fired Hugh Jackson.
After going 3-36-1.
Yeah. My question, and this is what I pose: why would you do that now? Second of all, why didn't you just fire him after the end of the season last year, like you should have?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because he's not the right coach for Baker Mayfield. We all know that.
Well, then that asks me the same question. Why
didn't you do it last year?
Why didn't you just fire him at the end of the season? How is this going to? And the third question: how is this going to benefit Mayfield? I don't think it benefits him at all because he really doesn't know who his coordinator. I don't even know who the hell his coordinator is going to be. Because you not only fired his offensive-minded head coach, but you also fired his jackass of the offensive coordinator and Todd Haley. And I don't understand why you would do that right now. I know John Dorsey wanted to get his man. If you watch the HBO special, them two dudes didn't get along. So I mean,
John Dorsey and Hugh Jackson?
No, Hugh Jackson and
Todd Haley?
Haley, yeah. So I don't know. I just think that's dumb on my part. I just wanted to bring that up because I just thought this was the most asinine thing in the world to do. But that's why I don't get paid the big bucks to do that. And before we wrap up here, because I know we got a few more minutes, Amir, I think we need to do our picks, sir, because we haven't done these in a while.
All right, sounds good.
And Thursday night football comes up.
Who do we have picking at this week?
It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a really big game, a battle of big time teams, big time rivalry. As the 1-6 Oakland Raiders travel to Levi Stadium to take on the 1-7 San Francisco 49ers.
Who's playing 49ers? Oh, it's in the Raiders. It's a Battle of the Bay?
The Raiders.
It's Battle of the Bay, guys. All right.
The Raiders.
This is going to be the most unwanting to watch game of all time.
No, last week was.
Oh,
last week was, yeah.
Was it Dolphins and Texans last week?
Yeah. No, the week after last. The week after last. The Broncos and Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, that one was pretty bad.
Here we go. So
Broncos whooped that Cardinal team. Oh, my God.
Yes.
That was
absolutely. So I will give you I'll give you the first pick there. The Raiders at home takes on the 49ers.
49ers and the Raiders. Both terrible teams. Last time these teams played 4 years ago, the Raiders won.
In Oakland.
It's in Oakland again this year?
No, it's in San Francisco.
It's in San Francisco. 1-7 and 1-7, right?
1-6, 1-7.
Oh God, why? I'm gonna go with Kyle Shanahan on this one. I'm going to the Niners.
That's who I've got too. So I'm taking the 49ers. So be simple. HTTR, Adrian Fernandez is the Redskins and 28-20 against the Falcons. I like that score. Pittsburgh travels to Baltimore, 4-2-1, and 4-4 Baltimore, who's been on the decline as of late, and Pittsburgh's on the up and up, but it is in Charm City.
And when the Ravens went to the Steelers earlier this year, they dominated them.
Yep.
I'm going with Baltimore.
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
You have to take Pittsburgh for a completely different reason.
No, not because I could care less about that reason. But I'll pick this game for you, so I'm not even worried about who you're going to pick on this one. Chicago travels to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
The Bears.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Tampa is at Carolina. Fitzmagic is reborn in the Queen City. And I don't really. This team is in dysfunction. The Dirk Cutter goes back from Jameis Winston back to Fitzmagic. I'll take Scam any day at home. So
I'm also going to take Carolina here, and I predict next Monday Dirk Cutter will be fired.
Okay, nice one. I like that. Oh Lord, this is probably the game of the week. Kansas City rolls up into Cleveland to take on the Browns. It's Pat Mahomes and it's Baker Mayfield.
Do I have to say it?
You're going to take the Browns.
No. What? No.
Absolutely.
Do we think I smoke crack? Well, I'm not an idiot. I don't smoke crack, for the record.
You probably. You know what? This is what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to do it. I'm just doing it as a crack pun. I'm taking the Browns.
All right.
You heard it here live. I'm taking the Browns. I think Greg Williams will get them We'll get them going good, and then that'll be punchline. Miami hosts the New York Jets, 3-5 against 4-4. Miami's had 11 days. Brock Osweiler, don't really know if Tannehill's going to be there, but Sam Darnold, who you got?
Miami and Jets. I'm going with the Jets.
That's what I'm taking. Detroit hosts the Cousins. No. Detroit goes to the Cousins. They're 3-4. The Cousins are 4-3-1.
Detroit traded away people.
They're Golden Tate.
Right?
Yeah. You know, just
I'm going with the Vikings.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
I hate to do it, but I'm going with the Vikings.
Somebody just said Big Simple 422 just said, you what? I think that's towards me picking the Browns. I'm just doing it for the heck of it. That's all. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna pick Atlanta, Washington because we already know what that's gonna. We don't pick it because we cover it. So it's assumed that we will take the home team in that game. Big match. Wow, I didn't realize this. Big matchup. 5-3 Houston goes to 3-5 Denver. Demaryius Thomas returns to Denver after just playing for Denver.
I wonder if he just did his player meetings from his home on Skype. And
that's what I'm like. Underwear. And the whole team stayed at his house in Denver.
That's funny. I'm going with Denver here because the reason being is because the Texans are on a 5-game winning streak, and
they had 11 days to prepare. Just to let you know.
Yeah, but Washington's has had to do that before, and we all know how that turns out.
But it's the Texans, though.
Again,
they're not Washington.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
I'm going with Denver here.
Oh, this is a pretty good game. 4:05 on Sunday. The Inglewood Chargers go to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. The Seahawks looked pretty good against Detroit last week. I think the Chargers are coming off a bye week. Yeah, that's right. They are coming off a bye week. Big game. Who you taking? I think these last 4 games are tough. Yeah, it's at Seattle.
I'm gonna go with Seattle. I think Seattle has a hot number now.
Okay. I'm taking the Hawks as well. This will be this game is going to be good too, and I'll pick this one first. LA at New Orleans. This is the day the Rams will fall. This is the day that the Rams will fall. They're going to New Orleans. 6-1 Nolans, 8-0 Los Angeles. I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the Saints.
I'm going with the Rams. I think the Rams stick to it. I think the Rams are gonna go undefeated through their bye.
Okay. Green Bay at New England, 3-3-1, 6-2. New England struggled against Buffalo for a little bit. I say that very lightly, the word struggle. 3-3-1. Green Bay, they had a fire sale. Could have won that game against the Rams at the Rams. I don't know who this is a tough one to pick as well, too.
I'm going with Brady on here. I'm going with the Patriots.
That's what I'm going to do. I'll take New England at home on Sunday Night Football. And then the Monday night game is Tennessee at Dallas. They're undefeated at home. I don't think anything's going to change from that. I'll take Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you taking in that one?
It was Dallas and who?
The Titans.
Dallas and Titans. I'm going to go with you here. I'm going to go with Dallas.
Okay, we'll take the Cowboys. And hopefully you know, if we get that one wrong, that's fine.
Yeah,
it just helps us out. So we differ on Baltimore and Pittsburgh. You're taking Baltimore. I'm taking Pittsburgh, and then
is Philly on a bye?
Yeah, Philly is on a bye because they just came over from London. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then we we differ on Kansas City at Cleveland. Can I change my pick? I'm just going to check. I'm just going to change it for the hell of it. Change it. I'll change it. Okay, well, I'll take Kansas City. I was feeling bold for a second. Wouldn't it be some crap though if they actually won? Jets. We take the Jets to Vikings.
I may just go put $50 on them just because. I mean,
oh my god,
what are their odds? Are they like minus? Are they like plus 756 or something?
Probably
like
so. It's like Alabama going up against Fresno State or something. So.
Oh, hey, that happened last year, man. At least they covered the spread. I'm just saying. Odds on Browns versus Chiefs.
We've got Denver. You've got Denver. I've got Houston. Seattle. We're taking Seattle. We differ on LA. You've got LA, and I've got New Orleans. And then we're taking the Cowboys and the Patriots to wrap up Week 9 this week. Y'all, we do appreciate you guys. I'm sorry that, like I said, this was my fault. It has not been any fault of Amir's, but I have gotten busy. Started a new job that I love and am very hyped.
Congratulations.
For. Thank you, sir. And you, congratulations as well on your promotion. And just stop and frisk and all that good stuff. Anyway, we appreciate the patience. We are going to be back. I'm going to try to do the podcast on the go a little bit more once I find the appropriate cell phone case where I can plug my mic up to and just go in there and we'll ramble for a little bit. As always, guys, we do love you here. Remember to ride that burgundy and gold tide, of course. And we say here on the Warpath, Mr. Amir, we say
love, peace, and
hail. And we will be talking to you real soon. We're out. Love you guys. Talk to you later. See you next week. No live stream.